Oh man. All right. What?
Is it looking at you?
No, it's looking at you. We got one person already up in here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share the link out. Share the link. Hey, what's up? What is going on, man? You ready to investigate this Joe with us tonight?
Are we getting started?
I want to hold up a second. I just want to get a couple people, in, a couple of the moderators in. We're currently sitting in the kitchen part of it, and this place has definitely been interesting so far. Mama T over here, she had something feel like it pushed her on the first floor, and right after we got done with our tour. And Chloe had an experience. She felt like almost like an ear infection feel when she was by the infirmary, and then when she made it to the upper part of the jail itself, the fourth floor, it wasn't happening anymore. So we thought that was something definitely to take note of. Pretty crazy. And yeah, it's definitely been interesting. We did a tour. It'll be part of the main video, the history part. We're going to give you guys a rundown of the history per se. Trey, myself, Mama T, Sally, and Chloe are all here tonight. And we are definitely ready to hopefully capture something spooky. So, yeah, ended up getting some very, very interesting feedback about this location in general from our tour. I was very sort of like intrusive thoughts coming through whether or not, some of the stuff that's been captured here could be people faking it or people not taking, what we do to heart and making it look bad for others. But after a couple incidences and after seeing some evidence, I can firmly tell you that there's some good stuff that's been captured here. If you look right here, multiple paranormal groups obviously have came to these doors and investigated this location. I'm inside of a jail cell right now, writing on the walls. But all these are different types of groups. They have their cards placed out. If you look, this is some of the evidence that has been captured previously. Shadow figures, electroplasmatic mist. I thought that was crazy. Definitely interesting place. Oh yeah, tonight should bring hopefully some amazing content. We're looking forward to being able to give you guys as much content as we can provide tonight. We're about to actually bust out the equipment and do this live feed for about 2 hours long. It'll be roughly, give or take, about 2 hours. And we're gonna start off with all of us together for about 30 minutes, and then you'll notice like we're gonna end up breaking up a little bit. That way we can cover more ground. So we're gonna give you guys a rundown, a quick history of the Squirrel Cage Jail itself. Squirrel Cage Jail is definitely an interesting location. It's very intriguing, obviously. If you see these cells behind me, this is a rotary jail. The Squirrel Cage was built to be a rotary jail. So the center of the jail itself actually turns. The rotary jail itself is 1885, I believe, was the date that it was actually constructed. And it stopped being used in 1969. So that's definitely an interesting fact. And they actually had to stop using it because of the fact the rotary itself stopped actually working the right way. And they felt like it was a risk to keep it open. So definitely an interesting jail, to say the least. This is the biggest rotary jail in existence. There is one of three. This one itself is 3 stories tall. I will show you over here the rotary jails built in the United States. There were 18 jails built in the United States in Council Bluffs, Potawatomi County, Iowa in 1885. All the way to 69, and is now currently a museum. That is the one we're at. It's a 3-tier. If you look carefully, there's no other 3 tiers. This is the biggest one of its kind. It is one of 3 still left standing, like I was saying. Council Bluffs. It's the one we're currently at, the Squirrel Cage Jail. And then the Gatlin, Missouri has a 1-tier rotary jail. And then the Crawford, Indiana has a 2-tier rotary jail. And obviously, these are still used today, but they're used as museums. Definitely interesting, to say the least. These jails are one of a kind. They were made almost like more of a maximum security style prison, if you really think about it. It gives only access to certain people out at one time, only access to certain people being able to, let's say, wash their clothes in the shower. Because when you were brought here, you were wearing what you were actually brought in with. Yeah, except probably shoestrings and a belt. But if you look on the ceiling, people will climb the cage right on the ceiling, all the way across. In fact, one of the deaths that happened in this building was because an inmate over here decided he was going to climb up onto a catwalk that used to be installed right there, and ended up landing right there and breaking his neck, which that's very interesting. We didn't know for certain when that happened, but we know that it took place in this general area, and the writing is still up on the ceiling right there. Oh, that was me. I accidentally hit the picnic table. So obviously this jail hasn't been in use since 1969. So some of the rooms, as you can see right here, are closed off. That's what they all would have looked like. The door would have opened in that general area, and they went ahead and disbarred these rooms right here on the lower level for us to have full access to. There is more rooms on the second level that we'll have access to also. We'll be going through, oh man, startled me for a second.
Yeah, that's what it would have been right there.
Yeah, right there. If you could see, that's one of the cells that is still closed off. So, and they had over 160 people in here at one point in time also.
Well, that was
During a raid. Yeah, farmers rally.
Yeah.
Yep. They had over 160 people caged up in the Squirrel Cage Jail.
Its max capacity is 60.
So tonight we'll be trying different techniques along the lines of checking out, see what techniques are going to work for us here. Cards, obviously we're going to play some prison and jail card games. So I'll be teaching some of these people how to play spades and pinochle and that sort of thing. And if you look right here, you will see some of the sheriffs, and you will see some of the jailers that worked here at the Squirrel Cage Jail. There was an incident with one of the with one of the deputies who ended up actually dying at this location. If you look right here, it says Special Deputy Claude Dell. The gentleman was doing some training during the time of the farmers' riots, and the guy who was training him, actually there was a bullet still inside one of the rifles, and it ended up fatally wounding the guy who was training him and taking Dell's life. So he actually died on the property too. There are known of 5 different deaths on this property, some of which were freak accidents, like obviously the guy falling and this gentleman right here. And there are also links to other people who spent time at this jail but went on to commit other crimes. So that is something that I definitely just wanted to touch bases on. So if you hear some names coming through tonight, it might be a former inmate, or it might be someone who spent time here, or maybe even just someone who's passing through. That's something I like to say during our investigations. Sometimes we get stuff that comes through that's very intelligent, but doesn't really link back to, let's say, doesn't link back to someone who was incarcerated here, or someone who possibly ended up spending time here. Sometimes it's just someone who could be passing through, or maybe even don't even know that we're here, you know, like a residual type haunting. So a little bit more about the Squirrel Cage Jail was, if you look right here, you'll see some of the items that were used, and you'll see a registration catalog. Right here we got records of some of the prisoners that spent time here and what they were in here for. Crazy thing is there was someone that was locked up for 5 days for not having a fishing license. There was also someone who was locked up for being drunk in public. Some of these things that they're locked up for is just crazy, because nowadays people don't get locked up for some of those things. Obviously, I mean, some people still do, but different. They're called something entirely different. But yeah, some of these records date back all the way to 1933. Between 33, it looks like. Yep, 33. A lot of records that are based back in these, you know, and there's still a lot of records that they weren't able to actually find. And there's a lot of records that they were able to come across, and a lot of records that were still in this location when they turned it into a museum. If you look right here, these aren't the original steps. These steps were converted here when it turned into a museum, but the steps that were originally here are now the fire escape right outside. I think that's cool. They were able to use the old steps to be able to check out, or to be able to use it as the fire escape. I really think that's awesome that they salvaged it, per se. Like right here, prisoner was a bit too noisy nabbing in his escape attempt. You know, crazy stuff like that. They were able to find documents and stuff along those lines. Blueprints. If you look, blueprints for the jail itself. How the bars were set up. How the rotary was set up. If you look at that right here, 3-level rotary, that's the side that opens. It used to run on a motorized system. It scare you? Trey just got scared.
Well, I was just kind of looking and I wasn't paying attention.
It used to run on a motorized rotary, but eventually they ended up switching it. Oh, well, it had hand crank, but they ended up just primarily using the hand crank because of some of the stuff that was happening with the rotary itself. This is the hand crank. We see that right here. They would attach it to right here, and Let's see if I can attach it. Hold on a second. See that? They would attach it, and then they would go ahead and crank. And when it cranked, what happened is these cells would turn right here. So Trey, he would actually end up going that way.
These are stationary.
Yep,
So they just stay right there, and this turns.
Yep, these outside bars, like Trey was just saying, would stay. And this, if you look right here, that lip to there would all rotate along with this. And if you look, the cell right below is right there.
You show them.
I haven't been there yet. I was about to show them right now. So this is crazy. So there's these gentlemen who were known as the Mad Dog Killers, and they started in Indianapolis, and they worked their way to Council Bluffs, around the around the Council Bluffs area, I should say, and Omaha, Council Bluffs area, Charles Kelly, and Brown was the other one's name, right? Yeah, Charles Brown and Charles Kelly. Charles Kelly is between the ages of 19 and 20. Charles Brown between 29 and 30. This noose that you see right here is actually the noose that he was hung with. And this piece of noose right here is part of the noose that he was hung with. These are the articles. They both were actual serial killers. They went on a killing spree where they ended up shooting multiple people through a period of time. And both gentlemen were put to be executed in the year of 1962. July 24th, 1962, Charles Noel Brown was hung with this noose right here. And on, I believe, July 17th of 1962, Charles Kelly was hung with this noose right here. So both of these gentlemen ended up shooting multiple people, jacked a car, and got caught. They were
not very good shots.
Not, yeah, they shot a guy 6 times and didn't manage to hit one single organ the whole time. And not just that, but I mean, what was it? It wasn't banks, but
No, they didn't rob banks.
No, it was bars, right?
I can't remember.
Yeah, they would go around robbing different things, including vehicles, and they ended up getting caught because obviously you're going to eventually get caught. And some of these robberies were petty, like right here. Bloody trail began in Minneapolis bar. The series of brutal shootings is admitted to the bandits. 2 admitted killers arraigned in Bluffs, talking about their arraignment here in Council Bluffs. So, obviously I'm going to show you a little bit of the layout of the cells here at the Squirrel Cage Jail. Yeah, that one's a little bit compacted, so we're going to head over this way, and then I'm bringing you guys back to that same area because there is a very interesting serial killer who was actually incarcerated at this location.
Well, for a while.
For a while, until he was sentenced.
And if anyone's wondering how they use the bathroom, that's their bathroom.
That is the toilet right there. So.
And that's the ventilation system. There's a shaft that runs all the way up the building, and that's how it's ventilated.
So they would be squatting right here.
And they've been welded off, obviously, but that's where they went.
But that's the ventilation system. Right here, obviously that's the spot. Hey everyone, thank you for joining in. That is the spot where they would actually use the restroom.
So, obviously this place turns all the time. It was constantly turning. So some inmates would hang a blanket.
Yeah, for privacy.
Other than that,
yeah,
there's nothing.
And that's it.
You're visible to everyone.
That's it. And during that raid that they were having, and they housed 160 people in here. So you gotta think, there were people sleeping on the floor, people sleeping on the beds, probably people sleeping.
The max here is 60. That's 60
Yeah, it's
people.
supposed to be 60 people max. 69 or something like that.
It had to have been crazy.
But yeah, 160 people is wild. So now, which leads us to talk a little bit about a serial killer. This location is located in Council Bluffs. We're currently sitting at the Squirrel Cage Jail about to do an investigation. Just giving you guys a tour, a little bit of brief history on it. This gentleman right here is the Jake Bird.
AKA the Tacoma Axe Killer.
Yep, AKA the Tacoma Axe Killer. This gentleman, he actually went to this home in the Carter Lake area and tried to murder 2 people. He didn't actually end up murdering him, got 30 years. When he got out, he joined the Union Pacific, traveled on the Union Pacific, and was later caught for another murder charge. The first murder charge was attempt murder, okay, on these 2 individuals. Was caught for another murder charge in Washington State. 30 years he spent for attempt murder just to turn around and Jake Bird get caught for murdering someone. Now, you can't tell me that he wasn't guilty because at the time of the charge when he was found, he actually had brain membranes all over his clothing from the victims. So with that you see right here, like, Tacoma Axe Killer. Bird did say something when he was caught and he was trialed. They said that we're going to execute him. He is guilty. He did say, well, since I'm found guilty. He also went on to say that he did 46 other axe murders throughout when he was killing people. So with that being said, he went on to tell the jurors who found him guilty, who said, Jake Bird, you are guilty. He went on to say, all of you guys who had anything to do with this case are going to die before I do. Well, crazy coincidence happened. So during that, after that was stated, 6 people on the jury ended up passing away before he actually ended up being hung. There are other statements about this gentleman taking like 14 minutes to actually die from the hanging. I'm not quite sure if that's true or not, but I just felt like, putting that out there because there are some people who do tell this story of Jake Bird and do put that in there. So just want to put that out there. 46 other counts though, meaning 48 in total.
So this is the actual death certificate.
Yeah, this is his death certificate saying that he was executed by hanging in Washington State. Oh, it does say 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man, it does say 14 minutes. So it did take him 14 minutes. And it says his prisoner number right here. Date of incarceration, December 11th, 1928.
Fingerprints.
All his fingerprints, all that stuff. So we do have a lot of ground to touch on this location tonight. And obviously the history to this location is going to be more thorough, and it's going to be done in the main video by one of the museum operators. She's going to give us a full rundown, give us a thorough history and tour during the main video, which we will be dropping on the 16th. But tonight, our main focus is bringing you guys along for a couple of hours to investigate with us, because we wanted to give you guys some access while we were getting access, and we're going to try to incorporate that all season long. So if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, join the channel. This allows you to ask questions and investigate while we investigate. We would love to have you guys all a part of the community. We thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in. It means a ton to us. Not just that, gives you a chance to win some free merch in the near future if you do subscribe to the channel, because we do giveaways. Some of those giveaways, we actually put a skeleton key in. And if you get that skeleton key with the coffin keychain, it means you are coming on an investigation, full expenses paid. So we appreciate you guys. Make sure you're sending out this link. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're sharing. Turn on that notification bell because we'll be dropping all season long. We'll be dropping bangers. So.
That I think is really cool. Or we're still going, right?
Huh?
We're still on.
Yeah, let's tell them. So another incident that has happened right here, right where we're at. If you look right here, that's where that body actually fell after it fell from the catwalk, was right about in that general area. Right over in there. But there was a gentleman in this general area that actually hung himself from the cell, and he did it slowly. So he set it up so the line was connected into the rotary. So it took a while for him to die. It took all night almost for him to die. But that's probably one of the most painful deaths in here, other than obviously the incident with the police officer. So if you look right here, this is an old trap door that used to be like an easy escape route for the jailer to be able to get out of harm's way, or even to get to another area of the jail quicker than what.
Like if there was an emergency down below and they couldn't just
Get through the stairs and
they'd open
go
the
that
trap
way.
door, throw down a rope ladder, and climb down. It's just a little bit easier than trying to go
Down the stairs. And, you know, I don't know about that Ronaldo and Messi comment. Like, yeah, it's weird that I sort of like them both. I mean, I'm not going to lie. And thanks so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And definitely to Trey. This person said, we love watching your videos.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it means a ton to us because we love making this content. And not just
Going all
that, bringing
these
you guys
places.
along with us. It means a lot. So we're going to go ahead and start gathering up some equipment and start taking this investigation, I guess, on a roll. It's actually a jail, but it is sort of like a prison. I mean, me personally, I think it's set up more like a prison, like
Well, yeah.
straight up.
I mean, but this was for like small stays. It wasn't for extended stays. It was for like month, year, 3 months, 30 days. But no, I think it's more set up like it would be a prison.
Yeah, definitely. This is set up more. Okay, so obviously you're in jail. You're only in jail for up to a year. When you go to prison, you go to prison to go to prison. So you're in there over a year. Anything a day over a year, you're in prison. So, yeah, there were some long-term stay people who were here up to 365 days, or people who, literally would commit crimes just to get put back in here. And I think that's, a little weird since how confined this location is, per se. If you look right here, some of the kits and stuff used throughout the years, some of the cars, radar detectors, lights, both sides over there.
That one's got a siren built into it.
Yep, the siren's actually built in the center. Yeah, the drug kit over there, breathalyzer. Old.
Taser,
Yeah.
breathalyzer. Yeah, there's a lot here.
There's a telegraph.
Telephone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, and I think I saw the other end of that.
This is during those riots I was telling you guys about. No, definitely not scared. Definitely not scared. I enjoy doing this, to be honest with you. Those riots I was telling you about, though, these are some pictures during that.
I think upstairs was the other end to that, like where it would be here.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
where-
yeah,
where-
yeah.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, I did too. I definitely did too. It's like over by the jailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in there, that's like where they did like, they took like casts of like tracks and prints.
Yep. It's pretty crazy. Like, it is definitely a pretty crazy location. We're gonna head this way. We're gonna go ahead and grab some equipment, talk to these guys, discuss what they are wanting to do a little bit. Here, you want to take the live for a minute? You can flip the camera or whatever. So EVP sessions. We can start off with some EVP, see what we could get, or hear me out. We could go sit down out there, turn on the recorder, just every couple minutes, check the recorder, see if anything comes through. Start off like that. Or better yet, what do you guys think we should do? How do you want us to start off this investigation? Heck yeah. Yeah. Not too far from Council Bluffs. So, Trey's mind blown by the whole jail setup itself. I want to show you solitary confinement. I'll probably take you on this side over here. I'm gonna show you guys solitary confinement. Solitary confinement is definitely tiny. It's only 6 feet by 2 feet by 1 foot. So that means 6 feet tall, 2 feet wide, and 1 foot in depth. So I can't fit in there. Like, I have to squat down, and then you can't even really stay standing because.
You want me to go in through that way so they can see?
Yeah. Here.
'Cause that's the other thing. It's like
This hallway is really tiny. So Trey's gonna run around real quick to the other door in solitary. That way you guys can just see how tiny this truly is. This is crazy tiny. So like, if you were in some deep stuff and you were being told you were going into solitary, this is where you would go.
Obviously, I can't show them all the way because there's not a handle on the inside.
But you see that is definitely small. Like,
I can barely.
Yeah, Trey has
I'm pretty short,
that
too.
much room above him, and no, if you look, the wall's like touching his shoulders.
Like, she said the most amount of time somebody was in here was 10 days. There was a bucket down here.
No, Brian, this is actually the squirrel cage jail in Council Bluffs, Iowa.
And there's a bucket down here. They got I can't remember what you said. 1 meal a day.
Yeah, a wooden. Yeah.
Yeah, you just had to stand here. Can you imagine standing here for 10 days?
I'm sure their head was against those pipes.
I mean,
yeah, a gentleman who just passed away, actually. He lived to be 80, but he's one of the longest ever to sit in solitary confinement, and he went 10 full days in that little cell right there.
I mean, you might be able to somehow.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing.
But it's pretty small.
Oh, for sure. It is tiny. It is tiny. So, yeah, let's go grab some equipment and head from there. So solitary confinement, it's very, very tiny. And here's some of the chains and locks and belts. Some more information on the location, talking about people breaking out or an escape. And they got them throughout the wall on the main floor right here.
Oh my gosh. And in this jail, they could smoke however many.
Oh yeah.
However many cigarettes.
There was a gentleman who passed away of a heart attack and the gentleman smoked like 120 cigarettes on it.
Hand-rolled cigarettes.
Hand-rolled cigarettes on a
I think
daily.
she said like anywhere from 100 to 200 a day.
Yeah, and he ended up passing away of a heart attack. So that sort of makes sense. And to answer your question, we do upload videos weekly and full-length videos every other week, but we do upload videos weekly. Yeah, it's definitely a torture chamber. Definitely. So we're going to walk around this way, show you some of these other fingerprints and stuff like that.
Is that an old-fashioned camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So something interesting also about this location is that it housed women, it housed men, and it housed kids. The youngest kid to ever be housed at this location was 3 years old, which really do. That's
No, I don't. I think she said that it could have been like.
it. I think she
Like-
said 3.
Did she?
Yeah. So,
That's on me.
and it's not because like they were bad or anything. Some of those kids, it could have been just because they were going through the system type deal, like foster system or something along those lines.
That was before.
It was before like the child labor laws and stuff like that. So they were still working. Their little hands were, and if you could work, you could be put in jail. And that was the theory back then. So they have documentation of.
It was before social services type stuff.
Oh, for sure. That's child labor laws. Like, yeah. Yep, definitely. Yeah, this jail was built in 1885, and it ran as a jail until 1969. And while it was running as a jail, I mean, it served multiple decades. So eventually, the rotary itself that operates this took its toll and stopped working correctly. So the fire department actually ended up saying it was unoperable, and they went ahead and they turned it into a museum to allow others to have an experience and to check this location out. There's been so much activity captured throughout the years at this location, though, that it's hard to say that this location isn't haunted or having some sort of activity.
In this area, it can affect them a hell of a lot more.
So let's go grab
It
some
might
equipment.
affect you guys. It might be better to have them do investigations.
Well, this is the mills, yeah.
No, I know.
So
They're
that-
getting
yeah.
affected very good.
Oh yeah, and the females tonight so far since we've been here, the females that we have with us, they have been getting affected, like touching stuff like that. Yeah, you actually have to get permission, sign waiver forms and those sorts of things in order to be able to investigate this location. And you have to be of a certain age, obviously. It's better to be an adult, something like that along those lines. We're gonna go ahead and grab some of our gear up, and we're gonna take you guys out into the rotary jail itself and do some form of investigation during this live view. So go ahead and I'll meet you guys first floor out by the west display.
First floor? First floor?
And me and Trey will come out.
Okay. First floor was displayed. I don't know what was displayed.
Oh, you're supposed to talk about your
Experience.
Oh, okay. We'll go this way. Okay. Talk about your experience. Okay. Hi, my name is Chloe,
I'm Tammy.
I'm Sally.
And so far with my experiences up in the doctor's wing, my ear felt like an ear infection, but I went up to the 4th floor, and after that nothing happened. And then over here at this cell, standing right in front of there, it's a heavy feeling, that's for sure. It feels like restraints are on your arms, but as soon as you step down, it's light, nothing happening, it's fine.
So I'm in the same area, and I felt like I was pushed, and I kind of lost my balance. It kind of scared me a little bit, because it was my first experience here so far.
I haven't had anything yet.
So Brett kind of gave you the rundown on everything here. We're looking forward to investigating tonight and getting some good EVPs, and hopefully we have a very interesting night.
Alright, so I figured we'd run a recorder session, do an EVP session, run the EMF meter. I want to do an EMF sweep, that way it allows us to sort of see what's putting off EMF and what's not. We also got the REM pod here, so we're going to see the REM pod action. Obviously, certain cells are open, so I was figuring we could, did she say we could sit nation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so find some spots, and let's put some cat walls on the REM pod. Okay. That's the third time I did that tonight. Hey, is that going on?
That just went off.
Oh, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that. I was-
No one's touched that.
Did you hit it?
What? It just started again. Watch, you can see when it turns off. Can you do it one more time for us to let us know that that's you who set that light off? Do you like the colors? Please? Is this your cell?
Step down off that again. Step onto it. Oh, never mind. I was just making sure it wasn't a vibration. Oh yeah, it takes a lot for them to go off.
What was that?
I did that.
She did
I
She
did that.
was seeing if she could get it to go, but no.
I didn't.
No, they're gonna go off. Alright, so keep an eye on the cat balls, obviously, we got it to already start. I'm gonna run an EMF check real quick. I'm gonna leave this box right here. Here's the rent, or here's the,
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know, she was just kicking it.
And I was doing it pretty hard.
Yeah, she was kicking it pretty hard and wasn't doing anything. Maybe it wasn't.
That was a plane. That was pretty low.
Yeah. Can you do it again for us? We seen that go off. You set off any one of the ones I have. I got one in the cell right here. I understand if you don't want to go in the cell. I'd hate to be in the cell all the time. I'm gonna run an EMF sweep real quick if I start to get spikes, so you know. Can you come up to the device that's in my hand? This device, this device will let me know that you're here with me. All you gotta do is come up to it and touch it. You can't set that off. Set off this device for me if I place it right here. walk up to it and touch it, or any one of the devices we brought. Stop trying.
Just did something.
Oh. We had a hit on that.
Oh, it just went again.
Can you come up to it again? Back up.
Yep, it just did it again when you said that.
Can you come up to it again, please? Just step up to it and give you some room.
It just did.
Did it go again?
Mm-hmm. It's doing the green one.
Can you get a little bit closer? Let's set this down on this table. This is a recorder. The recorder I have in my hand, the device, if you could see it, all you have to do is walk up to it and talk into it. We're going to ask a series of questions to hopefully be able to understand you a little bit more. This will allow us to be able to know who you are, get to know you, maybe even learn your story. So all that we ask is that you come up to the device that's in my hand and speak into it as clearly as possible when we ask the question. And we'll start off with a couple simple questions and go from there. If you understand what I'm saying, can you set off one of the balls? Or can you set off one of the balls, or even that EMF meter that you just set off a little bit ago? We would greatly appreciate it. You could walk up and talk into this device that I placed right in here. That device will allow us to be able to understand you. Were you ever incarcerated? Got a spike? At the squirrel cage jail. Got another spike? Can you tell me what is your name? Do you know what year it is? If we're really quiet, can you set off any of these other devices around us? Or maybe even make a sound. Like maybe hit the bar like this. Thank you. We've seen the EMF meter just go off again. Can you tell me where you're from?
How long were you in for?
Do you know that you passed away? What year is it?
What did you do that was so bad that you ended up here?
What's your favorite color?
you were put into jail here.
Alright, so we just did 3 minutes worth of questions on the recorder. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and play that back, see if we were able to capture something.
That device will allow us to be able to understand you. Were you ever incarcerated? Got a spike?
Okay.
Okay, shell. Got
Yeah,
another
you guys
spike.
hear that walking?
Can you tell me
They're walking.
what is your name? Do you know what year it is?
Almost sounds like
If we're really quiet, can you
Ooh.
shut off?
we got something good. You guys heard that?
Yep.
If we're really quiet, can you shut off? Can you shut off any of these other devices around us?
When I enhance it, I guarantee you it's a voice. Yeah,
Shut off.
that sounds like a kid.
Can you shut off any of these other devices around us? Or maybe even make a sound. Like maybe hit the bar. Like this. Thank you. We seem the EMF meter just.
You hit it twice and then it over twice.
Yeah, that is weird. Hold on,
Thank you. We seem the.
one more time. What's that 30? No.
It sounds like the cement.
Thank you. We seem the EMF meter just.
The
went
REM
off.
pod's going on. REM pod's going on.
Again.
Or EMF meter, sorry. EMF meter.
Here it goes.
Can you tell me where you're from?
Yeah, there's definitely something going on. There's something going on around us. That was a car.
Do you know that you passed away?
Shifted.
Almost like a shuffling of feet.
Yeah.
What year is it? What did you do that was so bad that you ended up here? What's your favorite color?
Almost like raspiness. Almost like a raspy breath sound. What the fuck is that clock sound? Well, that's the question.
There's no clock here.
There ain't no clock in here. There's nothing that makes that sound.
When you were put to jail here.
That shuffling of feet again. When she asked how old were you when you were put in the jail here?
Yeah.
It sounds like 2. Alright guys, so we've been getting an EMF spike right here. During that, we did capture some weird things on the recorder. It sounded like shuffling of feet. It also almost sounded like, I don't know, it sounded like a beat, but it sounded like a kid sort of at the same time. So I'm gonna have to expand that in my editing system and see what I can get out of it. I'm not sure on that, so I'm not gonna say if it for sure is a kid or if it for sure is a beat. It almost sounds like there's a clock going on. There ain't no clock. We're looking around and we ain't seeing no clock.
Maybe the lady's heels.
And there's nothing we have that could be putting off that sort of sound. So that is interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out this RIM pod and see if we can capture something on the floor in that area where that gentleman passed away over here.
And she says like
Yeah, right about in here.
right around right there.
This device I have in my hand that I just placed on the floor will allow us to be able to see where you're at, and all you need to do is walk up to it. Just walk up to it.
Brett.
Thank you. That was almost instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all the colors when you walked
It
away.
was all the colors when I walked.
Yeah, it was every single one.
Hold on. Can you step back? I'm gonna reset it. Okay. All right, so we're gonna ask a series of questions. Oh my God. Thank you so much. If you were in jail here, can you make that go blue? Can you make it go blue if you were in jail here? It's weird. I reset it and everything and then blew it all up. Don't reset it again. But maybe a temperature fluctuation. I'm gonna reset the temperature sensor. You can see it maybe. Can you go up to that device for me again? Make it turn blue or even green if you were in jail here. Either one. If you were ever in jail at the Squirrel Cage Jail, or if you lived at the Squirrel Cage Jail. There's nothing that could be putting that on. Yeah, there's nothing that could put that on. Because that would be the first thing to put it off right there. That's all. Yeah, these would be. All you gotta do is come up and touch this antenna. I gotta go touch that antenna. Touch that antenna. Right there, that metal antenna. That's why I backed up.
I'm trying to make sure it's not.
See how I just touched? Didn't even have to touch it. I just got close to it. If you can make that go off for us, it'll let us know. I'm gonna go in here into the cell. If you want, you can come over after you touch that and sit in here with me. Maybe we can talk about what you're in here for. Memories.
Did you pass away here? Do you are you walking upstairs right now? Can you come down and talk to us? Can you come touch that device? Or even the catwalk?
Your meth meter's going off.
Is the recorder going? Again?
The recorder's not going again. I'm trying to
Separate it.
separate it.
Can you tell us your name?
How old are you?
Is that you? Oh, it's right.
How many people are in here?
Oh, yeah. So, right here, this just startled Trey. Black cutout, and then there's a hand up there sticking out. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting so far.
That's very weird.
It hasn't gone off since, so we're gonna go ahead and. Yeah.
Are you still here?
We should do a New Year's Eve session. Whoa.
Can you bump
Get
that?
it?
Get it, get it.
You
See
guys
how it's-
look? These are moving right now. Is that you? If that's you, can you set off one of the other devices around us to let us know? Anything? What about the cat wall over there? No? You don't need to be afraid, we're just here to learn. We want to know your story, get to know you. We're here to play some games, hopefully play some cards, some spades, pinochle. Sound? Yeah. On the opposite side of where we're at right now of the jail, we just heard a pretty decent sized sound. I do want to go and investigate that. So I think we're gonna go ahead and grab this REM pod and grab some of our stuff we got in this area and head that direction. Because it's almost like it's wanting us to head that way, if that makes sense, you know? Oh, we're good for a little bit.
Okay.
Is that
Did
you
you-
guys?
Did you?
Okay.
Oh,
it was
okay.
Shay. Okay, so that was
Well,
Shay.
Grab the thing.
Yeah.
Are we taking?
Yep, grab both of those, and then grab that one there, Mama T.
Do you want, there's one in here.
Is there, oh yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, Brett, her boyfriend's waiting for her.
Right. Yeah, Mama T. Got your name up in the cell.
You see that?
Let's not talk about
Says
that.
Tammy on the, her boyfriend's waiting.
I don't know. It sounded like it was an actual murder.
Right.
Yeah, we can go.
Wanna go up there, you wanna go?
See, I don't know though if it was up there or if it was right there.
Well,
It does
we can
echo.
go here for a little bit.
It does echo.
Lit it up, yeah. This might be a good point where me and Trey head back and go grab the night vision camera. You guys.
Okay, but we're just investigating then.
Yeah, just
Okay.
take the cap off.
Okay.
You got it.
Take the live feed for a second and take the name out.
Okay.
Okay, now make sure that that's away from you guys.
Okay.
At an
Away
angle,
from
so-
the-
yeah, at an angle so you guys can capture, you know, just in case it starts going on. But yeah. Alright, and then if you guys wanna check out this area, I'm gonna come back through 10 minutes or so.
Okay. Good.
Alright, so. Mom.
Yeah.
Just hold this for a second. Just hold it. Just hold it.
Yeah, this one moves, so. Okay. So is there anything that you guys would like us to ask while we're here tonight? Chloe, do you want to show? Oh,
Right there.
right there.
Oh, right there. Cat paw going off.
Thank you for turning the cat ball on.
What's your name?
It did it again.
Wow, thank you. There's a cat ball in the jail cell. Can you do that one? Or there's one behind me.
There's one beside me.
Or can you come up and make the EMF reader go off? I'm pretty sure I just seen something.
Oh, it went again.
There it goes again. Are you guys seeing this?
An EMF just went to yellow.
Wow. This is great. Is your name in this book? You want to go show them the book
Yep.
and show them what it's the register of.
This is the record of the prisoners when they were booked.
Is your name in there? If it is, can you make the cat ball go off?
And how long they were in there. There's like 30 days right there, 3 months.
EMF is going off.
And there's a whole page,
Lots of pages.
lots of pages. Is your name in this book?
Or is your name on the wall? Did you carve your name in the wall?
That is them.
We wanna go plug in over there.
Okay.
So we're gonna move over here. You guys are welcome
Oh,
to come with us.
EMF just went to yellow.
This one up. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I just grabbed it, so.
oh man, I can't grab it. I am gonna set this in here with so.
Okay, on the floor?
That was weird. It just like stopped working when I was trying to get it to go up. No, I'm gonna stick it on the Bible right there.
Yeah, I could see that.
Let's run the EMF. Right here.
Somebody said I'd rather eat tomatoes than mess with the Jeez.
I could see that.
Huh?
I could see that.
Good. Okay, so we are gonna run an EVP session in
Okay.
this general area when me and Trey get back.
Okay.
But ask about
Yeah.
Okay.
everyone on, you know,
Yeah, everybody up here.
Kelly,
Okay.
I think the other guy's Brown, and
Um,
Bird, Jake Bird. I would definitely ask some questions, see if you
That
could
looks
get
like him, right?
tell them to come up and talk into the camera.
It just,
okay.
Oh,
EMF.
we're getting a spike.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and we'll run EVP sessions here in about 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you here with us, Jake Bird? If you're here with us, make one of these, EMF reader.
Yep.
Make one of the cat balls or EMF reader go off. Or,
Charles, are you here?
Did you hear that?
I heard that.
I heard that.
There was just a knocking noise.
Yep. Was that you that just knocked? If that was you that knocked, can you knock again?
Oh, there was two Charles.
Oh,
Charles Brown, are you here? Charles Kelly, are you here?
were you hung by this noose that is on display? EMF readers going off again.
Jake Bird, are you here?
Yellow.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Are you in your cell? Are you hanging around?
Are
If
you happy to have visitors?
Did you really kill 46 people?
Can you make the cat ball go off that's on the Bible right there?
Are you excited to see people here?
Did you hear that?
There was tapping. Very, very light tap.
Do you wish you could take back what you did?
Is there anything that you guys would like us to ask?
Do you get pretty lonely if nobody comes to see you?
Can you make the handcuffs move?
Can you try again to make those move?
It was right behind you.
That's nice.
It was like,
Really? Are you standing behind me?
oh, that was definitely a yes.
Oh.
Can you knock on the bars? Yep.
Can you do this?
Can you make the cat ball behind me go off? Did you like your roommate here? Your cellmate?
That'd be a yes.
Can you make those handcuffs move? It takes a lot of energy. Can you do it? Can I come sit in your cell? I don't know, you might hurt me if I go in there.
Kinda got quiet. There's something here. But if it goes all the way across, we'll crack
Did you know the two Charles? Charles Kelly and Charles Brown? No? Are you tired out?
You capturing a lot of good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, it's.
Oh my gosh.
It's been going.
it's been the EMF, no cap
I've
also.
heard some knocking and I've heard
Yeah.
some.
With the questions and responses to your guys' questions.
Jake Bird's coming through.
Jake, are you here with us?
It's only been going to the yellow.
All right, guys, as you can see, they've been getting evidence. Trey and myself, we went to grab an EVP setup. We're about to run an EVP session in this general area just because of the evidence that you guys have been seeing and capturing at this moment in time. This is your opportunity to ask some questions yourself. So we're gonna start off asking some questions, but if you would like to ask any questions during our live feeds, just drop it in the comment and we will try to get those questions answered. So feel free to ask any questions you guys want to. We're gonna start this EVP session. And we're getting a big spike from that again. Ready? Yes, right off the back. You hear that?
Yes.
There's a kid came through or a female said yes. What is your name?
Ben?
Can you tell me your name? Whoa.
What was that?
Just said Jake.
Yeah. Jake? We just got verified Jake on that AVP. Can you tell me how you ended up here? Can you tell me how you ended up here in jail? It said murder, guys. Did you say murder? Yeah.
Yes. How many people did you murder?
Did that say 46? Did that say 46?
I think so.
That's, yeah?
What did you use to murder 46 people with?
Oh my god! We just got axed!
Oh my God.
Axe again.
Oh I know.
Oh,
This.
oh.
Thank you so very much.
I got
Me too.
my hair standing up.
Mine too.
Oh, Lily.
Jake, can I go in your cell?
We ain't leaving. We're here to talk with you guys. We're gonna be here all night trying to get to know you, communicate with you. Feel free to use any devices that we have to talk with any one of us.
Jake, do you regret what you did?
Wasn't it done?
Can you tell me your favorite caller? Blue. Yeah, Blue's a good caller.
What year did you die?
That was a whole sentence that came through right there. Do you know what year you passed away? I did too. I also heard of July, which one of those guys were executed in July, I believe. One of the guys over there. Here. July? Jake?
49.
Jake was, hey, it's Jake. Jake actually passed away in July of 1949.
July 15.
So now we have 4 connections to Jake, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any remorse for what you did? No?
Sound like a laugh.
No. No remorse for anything that you've done?
How did you die?
Can you tell us how? We see you lighting up that EMF meter. I had witnesses. That said I had witnesses. Is that how you got caught? Is that how you got caught? Are we getting a spike on the EMF meter again? Here.
Did you die by the noose? Did you get harmed?
No, this ain't a panic room. This is actually a rotary jail. There's one of 3 in existence, and this is the largest of the 3. We're here doing a EVP session and investigation. We're getting a high EMF spike again.
Did you die by hanging?
Oh, yes. It said yes, and that spiked big time. Look at that. We aren't leaving. It said your name. It said Trey, come.
From where?
Did you like your cellmate?
Oh my God. We aren't going nowhere. Wow. It's so intelligent.
Where do you want me to go?
Door.
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 What door?
Which door?
Is that one? The one Trey's pointing at? Hey. EMF meter got a spike when you did that. We talk about that room?
This one?
Or the one he's at now? Hey.
This one?
Ooh. Got a big spike.
Okay, well,
Dead.
that one's got
Dead?
someone
Dead?
Just scared me.
Cat. What?
You want me to go sit in here?
No, it said ball. Ball.
Can you turn one of the cat balls on?
Okay, I'll sit.
Hey, a female said don't leave me.
Oh, there is a cat on here.
Is there?
That's when I screamed, when I turned around and seen that.
That EMF meter.
He's been going off the whole time.
That is crazy because none of that has electricity anymore. Oh,
Just flashed.
yeah, the lights just flickered pretty good too.
Can you move those handcuffs? Can you make those handcuffs swing?
I'm gonna put this cat on.
That's what I heard.
It said yeah, no, and sit. That chick said fine.
Trey's sitting.
Trey sitting?
Yeah. I'm going to join him. I'm like,
I see. It said I see. After I said Trey sitting, a guy came through saying, I see. Trey, you might not be alone in there. Oh, big EMF spike. Are you in there with Trey?
Mannequin's in here, so I don't feel alone anyway. Although I got plenty of reading material, a pack of swishers, and
should we play cards?
cards.
Sit.
Sit.
Play cards. Sit.
It's saying sit.
Go sit.
Yeah, I want you to sit.
I'll sit by Trey. He's my bodyguard in here. Trey, you gonna be my bodyguard?
I
Whoa.
will try my damnedest.
We aren't leaving.
We're not leaving. I'm moving the cards.
What does it? Are you in here with these guys?
No.
Can you turn the cat ball on?
It's weird. Are you in here?
A man.
A man. Who's the man? Are you in here? It was spiking.
Almost all the way.
Can you make that go red? Can you make it go all the way? Can you make that go all the way red? All you gotta do is go up to it again. That's no. Can you tell me what color that is? agree. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it.
Was that you banging?
No. You guys hear banging over there?
I heard a banging coming from. I heard it again. It's coming from like the other side.
Wow. But you heard it from in here?
Yeah.
Sit.
That's it. Do they want us to
What
sit in
was on
there?
your clothes when they found you? Did you work for the railroad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a yeah. So worked for the railroad. Jake worked for the railroad. Jake worked for the railroad.
Yeah.
So there's another confirmation.
Did they find brain matter on your clothes? Not leaving.
What did it say? Yes. You guys hear that? That was below us? Or somewhere in there? Are you downstairs? See, so I'm curious what jail cell numbers, like, because, you know what I mean?
Well, that's when I went to look at the book a little bit ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. It just says date, release date.
Crime. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So they probably went off a prisoner number instead.
I guess I don't know. Maybe it was. I mean, they would know more.
Can you tell me your prison number or your jail number? Something.
Well, I mean, also, there's not really any number.
Two. That. Whoa. No way. Some weird numbers were coming through. But it doesn't sound like they're an actual together type,
I'm gonna go back in this other book, because that's where I was hearing the noises.
Okay.
Or does it want me to sit in
It said yeah. It just said yeah after you said that.
the other room?
Yeah. Do you want us to go into the other room? Yeah, I got that. You want us to go into that other room? Yeah, again? All right, we're gonna head into this other room. This area?
Yes.
Again.
I want to grab my phone.
And let's
Oh, you did?
you set off any of the devices that they placed? There's a bunch of devices over here for you to set off. Cat balls, EMF meter, any one of them. Okay, we're getting a hit on the EMF. Thank you. You keep saying my name. Why do you keep saying my name? I can hear you. I ain't going nowhere. How many years were you incarcerated? Hey. We're getting a huge spike right now, consistent spike right now.
That's where I had it last time.
Powering off.
Oh.
My phone was not on that.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Can you tell us how old you are? Just walk up to the device I have and talk to us and tell me how old you are. What is your age?
Did you hear 20?
I thought it said 20. 29? You say 29? Or 20? I'm not. Can you set off one of the devices for us? I am going to go ahead and put this ball right here in this doorway to see if there's any sort of residual type of activity happening. Because remember how we were hearing movements and stuff like that? That could be a residual. Just pacing back and forth trying to pass time, you know? Got nothing but time. I put a ball there on the floor. Oh.
It was almost in the red. Wait, it just hit red.
What?
It just hit the red.
It just went red. I missed it. Can you make that ball go off? One on the floor or even one on any of these stands for us. Let's step away from them. Well, you're fine, Silly, but like Mom, Chloe, let's try stepping away from it. Set off any one of the balls for us. I will. And then that says something ball. We're getting a spike. Set off any one of the other devices that we have brought with us. We have many more for you to try tonight. Someone heard 23. This is the Squirrel Cage Jail located in Council Bluffs, built in 1885. Closed its doors in 1969 to become a museum.
Can you make those handcuffs move? you make those handcuffs move?
So nice.
Please?
We just got the D word twice, and then I think not. And the SH word. Are you afraid about being left alone? It was one full sentence. Said it twice. Mary twice. Is Mary your name?
Were you a female prisoner here?
Trey, head down to solitary confinement.
Like get in there?
Huh?
Like get in there? Or just in the hallway?
Just in the hallway area, that's fine. I'm gonna see if we could get them to set off something by you in that area, because that's roughly, right in front of that area is roughly where the guy passed away and stuff. I guess so, if that's what you're into, BC17Q. Ain't what I'm into. Can you guys please come communicate with us? Trey's gonna be going downstairs. Yes, this is a jail cell. We're at a rotary jail in Council Bluffs, Iowa, called the Squirrel Cage Jail. This is our live feed from that location. We will be going to drop a actual full-length video also on top of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You want me right here?
Yeah, hold on. I'm actually gonna drop you down a cat ball. Unless did you grab one?
No.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna grab this one off the floor and drop it down to you real quick. All right, ready? All right, and then just set it to where I can, still see it from up here. All right, and we're gonna ask it to come and try to set off that ball and go into where you're at. Okay?
Is there juvenile kids here?
Will you do me a favor? You see that ball that Trey just put down next to the table? Yeah, actually, to the investigators, they actually felt like they've been touched, feel like my energy sort of been being drained. It's been an interesting night, some cold spots.
Moving any sort of. Don't make a noise.
Okay, so we got this cat ball set up down there. We got some cat balls set up in there. Is that EMF meter still going off? Nothing? See, and that's weird because we were getting hits hardcore from the EMF meter all night long. Yeah, this definitely has been a crazy night. some of the EVPs, the recording. We caught some stuff on a recorder earlier also.
I'm gonna ask you some questions, and then for a yes, I want you to write it false. For no, leave it alone. Did you pass away here or did you not? What time did you get to be put in here? Oh, yes or no? Were you incarcerated here?
It said yes. Yeah, twice. And someone said it sounds like it said vehicular manslaughter.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Did you pass away here at the jail? Have you ever been in this solitary confinement?
Would you like me to pull out the REM pod again? Maybe we could try the SB7. Huh? Yeah, why? Listening. Yeah.
Do you want one of us to go into the solitary confinement? I will volunteer to go into the solitary confinement if you can set that cat ball off.
Can you set this on?
This one, right in front of me.
Jake,
I
are
will
you
go
still
in
here?
5 minutes. Holy shit, Babyface Nelson's in here?
Charles Kelly, are you here?
Wow.
Do you enjoy having visitors? Yes. Goosebumps, yes. We've had goosebumps. Or are you saying that's what you heard? Nick. I heard Nick also. Hey. Hey, it almost, it sounded like Nick came through. Remember the guy who fell right here? Right here? Fell right down there? That's how he died. He snapped his neck. Oh. I don't know if it said lasso or I guess so, and then it said demon. But also the guy right here at the in this cell or one of these cells, remember? That's how he died too. He took the noose and lassoed it around his neck. And
I told them I would volunteer for 5 minutes in solitary confinement if you set that ball off.
make sure it's good. Yeah, it's good. Maybe put it on that bench. You know, since that's yeah, it's on it. It just said it's on it right as soon as you put it. We're gonna go check and see what's going on in here. EMFs, no?
Not
No.
But
You
it
know.
did just sound like a female was laughing.
In here or from here? From oh, yeah, definitely. A female did come through a couple times. Also, we got what sounded like snap neck or you know. And Trey is standing right under the area where the guy fell from the catwalk and snapped his neck. Can you tell me your name?
I heard Art.
I did too. What?
That was a cat
You
ball.
okay?
Cat ball.
Cat ball fell.
I just gave that to Trey, that cat ball.
Oh, no, she put the one that was over here.
Oh, okay. Hey, Trey.
Oh,
Trey, I need you to go to the first cell. The cat ball fell downstairs. That's what that sound was. You about died? I wish I would have been recording that, but unfortunately, I'm the one who made it fall. We aren't leaving. We ain't going nowhere. We're here to communicate, get to know you.
hey, Brett. I'm pretty sure I've seen something myself.
In here?
Yeah.
Hold on, Trey. Here, take the camera for a second. Are you in there?
Spike.
Just keep that.
Is that across the wall in there?
This,
Yes.
Are you in there?
oh, it's right next to you.
Right now.
Behind you.
Can you move those handcuffs?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, please move them.
4 minutes left. Do you hear me?
Okay, Trey got that cat ball. There is one in here or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do that you ended up in jail?
Stab.
How old were you when you came to jail?
Spike.
Did you like your cellmate?
Thank you.
Said yes.
Yes.
Did you like the food here?
I just got moving up these steps. Trey ain't there.
It's the steps.
Steps?
Steps.
Okay.
Trey ain't there.
Is that you on the stairs?
Trey. Are you just over here on the steps? On the steps? No. Next to the steps. No, on the steps.
That's a high spike right there. It almost went to red.
Yeah, no, it sounded like
Did you-
walking up steps.
Did you like the guards here?
No, it said steps.
Did you like the guards?
No, it was like.
Did you like the food here? Was there a Monty that was jailed here?
I mean, it could have been when I was knocking on here. Man.
Me?
Monty, what did you do that you were jailed here?
We thank you for taking the time to communicate with us tonight. Yeah, it did. Said see you later.
We'll be here.
Does it say yes you are? It said yes. You said we'll be here, and it said yes you are. That is awesome.
Wow.
Thank you for all the intelligent responses. The EMF spikes, the REM pod going off. All right. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Can you say bye? How was your experience, Charlotte?
Somebody put fake.
Yeah, Mr. Gusto.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So just like that, you gotten 2 hours live from this location. We're going to be using the SB7, doing some amazing stuff here in a little bit. But unfortunately, we're going to save that for the main video. So be sure to check back next week on the 16th as we drop the Squirrel Cage Jail on the channel. We hope you guys appreciated the content. We hope you guys appreciated coming along with us for this live feed, because we appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to view this content. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the like and subscribe on the account, because it greatly does help us with the channel, helps us grow, helps other people see our content. Not just that, if you have a friend who would like to share it to them, go ahead and share it. We'd appreciate it. So with that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed the content, and we will be dropping a full episode of everything that happens from right now till the end of the night, along with our tour before this all started. So we will see you the 16th. Thank you.